So the S&P 500 gives up the goods, baby. And she pays my mortgage for the month. Must have hit it right, huh? Let's dive into the charts and let's see if we hit it right.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These private.
What's going on, family? It's Tay Sweat here once again. I'm bringing you another STB market watch. Now, we've been calling for the market to fall over the last maybe couple days. And of course, we had to be a little patient because we had some chop, right? Me personally, as a trader of option stocks, futures, crypto, I could trade it all. I played the chop up and down, but I was very conservative. And then once I saw the breakout occurring or happening, I was able to jump in on it and really knock it down, right? And take advantage of this fall that we've been calling for, right? You can go back. That's why I like doing these videos, because you can now go back and see this man has been calling for this direction. And you can now see what I was looking at, what I was, calling for, why I was calling for it. And you can now see, okay, maybe he does know what he's talking about, right? Because I get that a lot, right? He's not really that good. He's not trading. He's not making money from trading, yada, yada, yada. So I pay my bills, honestly. And as you see today, or yesterday's market movement, we made enough. And we'll dive into some profits and everything, because I want to do some client highlights or some SCP folks. I want to highlight some of the benefits that I've been seeing people get from this thing. But yeah, we had a nice fall, and yeah, paid my mortgage. Right? So let's dive in. Let's have some fun, and we're gonna go over some charts after we do a little shout out to some of the STB folks that's showing love and getting some good money. All right, so let's dive in. So before we get started, I just want to give a bunch of people who have been following the game plan. You've been actually coming in, doing the due diligence, studying up. We've been winning, right? You've been winning. Those of you who've been doing the work. So I just want to give a shout out to all of my STB folks. As you see here, people have been doing really good. Yesterday we saw a lot of profits come in, including myself, right? So once again, 19K for the day. That's pretty, pretty solid. And yeah, that pays my mortgage, right? So yeah, I mean, honestly, and I'm just being transparent, right? A lot of people are gonna get mad at me and think I'm flexing. I'm just being honest. You want to know what's going on? There you go, right? Just being totally honest. So yes, great day for us. Shout out to all of my people who have been really killing it. Pim, I'm really, 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 really proud of you. I saw you post something, and I think it was the options chat, and I'll go check it out. But this is the reason why I want to do this like client highlight is because a lot of people give up on trading because they have a couple bad trades, right? So Pim, your story, and we'll go over it in a minute, but your story is amazing. And this is, I mean, it's my story, and I think it's the story of all traders. We'll talk about it in a minute, but shout out to my folks getting the SPY putties, 229%. I mean, that's great profit. We had 121% profit there. Good job. Of course, we had Meta. We had called some puts on Meta. So Meta put out of y'all were eating. Good job, Justin. Let's see what else we got. Dimitri. We said y'all eating today. That's right. You know how we do it. Let's see. Hints. Good job. Oh yeah. 4,100 from the ES. I love it. Great job. Great job. Let's see. Small profits are still profits, right? Take your profits. Profits are profits. Okay. Almost paid off my Discord for the year. Oh my God, look at that. That's what, and see, honestly, this right here is what I'm about. My goal is to make sure that when you come in and you get going, look, past 3 months, $456, right? Now, to average person, that's solid, right? That's solid. And as you grow, I promise you, I guarantee you, the fact, so look at this. This is a 63% on this person's account, right? Now, if that's 63% on this person's account and $400 is what they made, they only started with about less than $1,000. Let's just say that. So let's just say they have $1,000 and they made $456. That's what's possible over here. And that's what I'm trying to build. Because I know I can help more people if I could just get people to just listen and actually come in and follow what needs to be done. This is not a get rich quick scheme. You have to put in the work, but I promise you, work put in, it pays. It pays big time. All right. Spot puts 46%. I mean, this is just great, man. I'm very proud of y'all. Right? Very proud of y'all. My man said I did like 50% on those VITI calls. Good job, family. Very proud of Eon. Eon is one of our teachers, so definitely going to be teeing him up and showing y'all, or just getting y'all to go to his class. It comes, I think he teaches the first week of May is when he starts, and we're gonna get this thing rolling. He's one of my big dog traders, my millionaire. He's a millionaire trader. Let's see what else we got. Caught the move down early. Okay, I love it. I love it. Okay, so that's pretty much our profits from yesterday, and I mean that's solid, right? A lot of great results. I'm just very proud of y'all, and I wanted to highlight you all. I want to go to Pim's comment. I think it was over here, maybe. Yes. This right here is what I just want to teach. Before we get into it, this is a valuable lesson for anybody who wants to trade the market. That's why I wanted to highlight it. Okay. Lost about $6,000 on this stock 2 years ago. I locked in, focused, and came back for vengeance. Been kicking ass ever since then. That loss was necessary for my evolution. STB changed me forever. Now my charting is a beast and my skills are superb, right? Now, if I'm being honest with you, yes, this is me slightly flexing my STB, you know, folks, and what we do in STB. Yes, I'll be honest. But ultimately, if you never join me, if you never come to STB, that's totally fine. Ultimately, there's a lesson in this right here, right? And honestly, it's a lesson not just for the stock market, but we're just focused on the stock market. But if you come in and you do something that works, I don't care what it is. If it's a diet, if it's starting a business, when you lose or when things don't go the way you thought, you know, it was supposed to go, hey, don't give up. Get your butt back in there. Find out what went wrong. Find out your weak points. Get it, you know, fix it up. Because the results still can come, whether you're doing a diet, whether you're starting a business, whether you're getting, you know, not so good results from a relationship. Fix what's wrong. And hey, maybe sometimes the partner is wrong. Fix the partner, get you a new partner, but get back on the boat, baby. Get back on there. Maybe get a new partner and then fix what was wrong with you. So when you have a new partner, what happened in the last relationship doesn't happen now. Same thing with the stock market. You are going to lose, but we call it the tuition. You're paying tuition to really learn a crazy profitable skill, right? So shout out to Pim. I really wanted to highlight this. Yes, you've been killing it since, I mean, really for the last 2 years. So very proud of you, family. You know, I watch y'all. I don't care who you are. I'm watching. The more active you are in the group, I'm watching, and I know who my people are. So very proud of y'all. I love it. So, all right, family, let's get into the charts. I'm sure a lot of y'all been waiting on that, but that was just a very, I mean, I can't tell you how important that is, because when I first started trading, I lost $8,500. I quit for 6 months. I need you to see my face when I say this. When I first started trading, I quit for 6 months, almost 8 months after I took that $8,500 loss. And I was like, I'm done. It's $8,500. And this is before I got like rich, right? I was like done. I was like, no, 8,500, nope, can't do it. But then about 6 to 8 months later, I started asking myself, I said, you know what? I lost $8,500 in like, not even like 60 minutes. It was like quick. I was like, I lost $8,500 in like an hour. Let's just say 2 hours. And I got to thinking to myself, and I said, you know what? If I can lose $8,500 in 2 hours, I just need to find out how to be on the right side of things. I just didn't see something. I need to go in there and study, because that means I can make $8,500 in 2 hours. And that was the ding light bulb moment. I was like, oh, there it is. And that was the accountability that I had to take, because now I'm like, oh, I messed that up. Why did I lose $8,500? I didn't see what was going on. I missed something, because somebody won that trade. That $8,500 just didn't go into the ether. Somebody won that money. And I got to thinking, I'm like, oh, I just need to find out how to be on the right side of the trade. And then I get that money. And fast forward, I studied up. I took that accountability. found out what was wrong with me, my emotions, my greed. Once I fixed those things, my ability to chart, my ability to see the economic, situation and environment and play with it. When that all improved, I got better as a trader and I started making a good, really good living trading. Now, here we are. All right, so let's get into the charts, family. I definitely have to share that story though. So we're gonna go over this last move that we were able to take advantage of. That the S&P 500 paid my mortgage, gave up the goods. All right, so here we are, and I'm gonna go down to maybe like the 4-hour chart. Now here we are, and I'm gonna take this off just so we have a clean chart. Here we are, where we've been chopping for the most part between, I'd say as high as here, but we can kind of go maybe here to here. We've been chopping into this area for a long time, right? We just started to break under right here. Now that could wick up. Now, why am I showing this range? Because I told you it needed to fall, but is it over, right? Is it over? That's the question that we need to get into. Is it over? I don't know. Now, me personally, I still see further downside, but I took my profits and then I'm looking for re-entry. As a matter of fact, I'm lying. I've already re-entered, right? When it hit here and then it bounced, I re-entered there, right? And what I do, so a lot of people say, hey, how do you set stop losses? Because, okay, you re-entered, oh my God, but what if it just like blows past you? Like, or some of y'all don't even say, why don't you share your losses? And I go, honestly, the way I trade, if I'm gonna lose, it's very, like, I don't like losing. So if you don't do what I need you to do instantly, I'm out of there. So a lot of times, so watch this. A lot of times I will set, so here between these, this is actually resistance now, right? This is resistance because as you see, you have a lot of buyers step in. With buyers comes support. When you break support, support becomes resistance, right? So for me, I'm thinking, hey, that's resistance now. I will enter you at resistance, right? I will enter you right here at resistance. I'm going short. So I got out because I knew this was a long time support. Look at this. So we were in since up here, right? When this broke, this little area right in here broke. So this is support. If we draw another line, let's draw a line real quick. Okay, we draw a line. Look, support, right? When I saw this thing open right under, if we scroll, it opens right under support and gives us resistance, right? So it opens, it popped up with this little, the wick, it popped up. That was my entry. It leaked. And guess what? A lot of people say, well, Tay, what would have been your stop loss? Well, because this was my new entry and it should be resistance, my stop loss may be, I don't know, it could be up here, it could be here, right? But not far, right? Not far. Sometimes I won't even go this far. Sometimes my stop loss, so when I enter here, my stop loss might be maybe right in the area. So I might go, I might do $20, $25 away, maybe depending on, because I know the ES really like it bounces. But don't use that. You have to know what you're looking at. So don't use just a $25 range because sometimes that might not be right for your trading plan, right? But that's what I may do that sometimes. It just depends on the look of the chart, right? So I need to see if there's something in the way that can stop my, it sounds weird, that can stop the price action from hitting my stop loss. So if I know, let's say we're doing shorts, so we're going short or we're doing puts. If I'm short, for me, I need to make sure I have a bunch of sellers in the way. And I get above the sellers and I'm like, hey, y'all should sell this thing off. I'm with y'all. I'm on y'all side. Sell it off. But if you let it get through the sellers, take me out because the sellers is not selling, right? And if the sellers are not selling, then I don't want to hold my position. I'm out of there. Okay. So that's kind of how this thing works. So once again, took my position here, boom, took it right to that support. Look at this, long time support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 support levels. I'm out of there, right? I'm out of there. So I got out right, right when we hit yesterday morning. That's when I got out. I waited for the bounce. It bounced, boom, resistance. So I got in at 41.15. We are sitting at 40.95. So that's a nice move down. I got 20 points. That's $50 per contract as far as what I'm trading. I trade futures as well. I trade options, futures. I trade crypto. I mean, y'all see we trading BITI. That's an inverse of Bitcoin. So I trade a lot of stuff. But we're looking good right now. So 10 contracts. If I entered and I only had 10 contracts right here, which I probably have more, 10 contracts right here on a $20 fall, that's $50 per contract. Excuse me, on a $20 fall, it's $50 per point profit. Okay, I want to say that for those of you who don't know futures. So if we move 20 points, you have to multiply 20 points times $50, right? That's $1,000 profit per contract. So if I have 10 contracts here, that's $10,000 profit right here, okay? And for me, I wouldn't need to stay in any longer. That was perfect. That was perfect. So are we done? Are we in the blue? Are we in the clear? The only reason or the only way I would consider us in the clear is if we, one, get underneath this. We need to get underneath that and hold it. Because remember, this is long-term support. And we just had crazy earnings from Google, crazy earnings from Microsoft. They were really good. So I don't know if this is going to hold long-term or hold a sustained fall, but I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that sustained fall. And honestly, we're probably going to get down here and bounce because now you see, look, this was great resistance, resistance in this area, resistance, resistance, resistance. And then when it got above it, look at that, support, support. Uh-oh, looks like we're coming right into that support area. Pew! I need to get out of there. I need to get out of there. So for me, I don't plan on holding my profits because I do like a trailing, which means I'm out as my stock starts to go back against me. So if I'm in the profit and it starts moving up, I got a quick stop. I'm out of there because you don't give back profits. That's one of the things I've always taught a lot of my students. If you're in green, if you're in the green and you're in profit, do not let green turn into red because people do that being greedy. So me personally, this thing starts to go back against me. I know buyers are stepping in. I'm getting out of there. I'm getting out of there because we have a solid support right here. There's solid support. So, and it's long time support. Look at this. This goes back to, look, March. Yeah, beginning of the March. That's February. Look at this. This was support back here. Support back in February. Look, support back here in February, mid-February, if you will, January. Look at this. It was resistance here. Resistance, 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 resistance. So yeah, this is long-time support, baby. Why am I holding into this? Now, what I will do is I'll wait for you to break it. And when you break it and you come back up and test it, then I'll get in. It's a patient game though. It really is. So this is how we play the game, family. This is what I'm seeing right now. If we break this area and hold it, yeah, I'm bearish for a while. Not, I mean, if we hold it, we still got to get here, but we may bounce between these two, right? But if we can break this and hold it, we got another 2 hours before we actually consider it broken and held. But if we break this and hold it and then break this one and hold it, yeah, we may fall maybe to 40-20-ish, maybe. We'll see. I'd say 40-20. I'm looking for a bounce, and we're gonna take this thing up. All right. So once again, The S&P 500, they gave up the goods. This is what I was calling for. I don't think the fall is over. I think it's kind of stalling. But when it finds its bottom, which the bottom can be here, 40.20, and if we get through 40.20, I'm thinking like 39.50 because we got some room down, further down. If we break that, yeah, I do think if we get to 39.50, that may be the bottom, near-term bottom. And I'll be looking to buy and take it out to maybe June, July. So bullish. So it's a great buying area. We'll see. But once again, we have to see how these areas are held up. That's it. We have to see how they're held up. So, people say, oh, Tay, you gave us this price, you said it was going to do this. And it's like, well, we have to see how these things operate. So once again, think about this. I'm bearish right now, but we have support. So I don't care what I say is going to. If support holds, we have to do what the market is doing current time, right? So that's why I say this is a game that you can't 100% be right. A lot of times, if you see it needs to go to, man, we got to go down there and touch this or pick this up. Well, if support holds up and the rest of the market saw that support area and they bought it up, it don't matter what you see down there, right? You have to follow what the near-term market is doing if you want to be a trader, right? If you want to be a trader. And this is how we get down. And these are just a few of my things that I teach, a few of the things that I personally use. I have so many things. My STB folks know when we teach, when I teach a class, it takes 2-3 hours per class, right? Because I have so much to teach. I have so many things that I know and that I use. So once again, this is just a little, it's a little treat, show you what we're looking at, show you what I do, how I get down, how I trade. And once again, I'll be calling these things out. So I think we're going to keep falling until we hit around this 40.82 area, and then we may bounce. We may bounce. I do expect a bounce. I don't know if it's going to be a big bounce because we got some sellers. We got some sellers in here. Remember, this is resistance now. So you got to get back through this resistance area. But if we can get through that resistance area, then yeah, it may continue. Because, all of the trends, we're talking about trends, all the trends are still bullish, right? For those of you who are wondering what I'm talking about, check out the EMAs. STB folks, 10 EMA, 20 EMA, right? Y'all know what we're doing. Check out the EMAs. It tells you we're still bullish. Other than that, this has been another great STB market watch. This is how we get down. And I'll keep bringing these things to you just to show you how we play, how we move. And hey, hopefully this helps you in your trading journey. Hopefully this helps you, get to the next level. Because that's what I'm doing this for, right? Till the next time, peace. So with that being said, family, if you are looking to become a little bit more serious with your trading, you want a little help, or you just want a community of people, like-minded people at that, who are going through some of the same things you're going through. You want a little direction. You want to take advantage of the AI that we have because we get insider trades, market news. We get to see when the big dogs, people with 100 million, 200 million, $1 billion are buying things. Not only that, we can go in here and put in commands, right? So I'll re-enter this command. So I can put in a command and see what the AI actually thinks about what's going on with the market, right? And it'll tell me, hey, our predictions based on what the AI is seeing with the overall market, we think the market is about to fall. You see it's red. So this just gives us another edge as traders, investors, because we do swing trades, we do day trades, and these alerts have been fire. As you see, we got plenty of profits, right? So everybody should have access to the profits section. We have plenty of profits, but not only that, we have other things that we can go into and, pretty much share what we're going through. So we have the mindset section. We have people who are showing the workouts. I put in the nutrition plans, right? For those of y'all who've been wondering, Tay, how did you lose all the weight, right? I've added my nutritional plan here, but I've added the workouts here. I've added the nutrition part here, right? I've added so many things, and then we have the come up series where people are saying, look, this is my come up story. This is what I've been able to do. This thing is literally packed with people who are just like-minded individuals who know what's going on. And ultimately, we get to the bag because it's more than just trading charts and looking at certain balance sheets for companies. It's an overall thing. So we do the mindset, we do the workouts, we do the nutrition. We talk about the family issues, right? See, I mean, we have it all. I've thought of it for the most part. I think for me personally, I've thought of it all. So we have it all. We come in here and we basically we stay in here. This is what it is. And we trade out of this place. So once again, it's only $50 a month. It's super reasonable. And I'm not gonna lie, I may take it up pretty soon, but for now, it's $50 a month. I definitely suggest, take advantage of it if you want to be better or do better or just want that community and access to the tools that we have. I've put it all here, family. So I definitely hope to see you on the inside soon. And other than that, I'll see you on the next newsletter video.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These